Gender-based violence, particularly intimate partner violence and sexual violence, is a significant global public health issue and a violation of women's human rights. According to estimates by the World Health Organization, approximately 1 in every 3 women worldwide have experienced physical and/or sexual intimate partner violence or non-partner sexual violence in their lifetime. The international training workshop, titled Towards Caring Territories for Women Victims of Violence, kicked off in the Gambia with esteemed dignitaries present for the official opening. Hosted by the Banjul City Council, the event, organized by the United Cities and local governments, attracted key representatives and stakeholders. Distinguished attendees included United Cities and Local Government Secretary General, Madam Emilia Saiz, Mayor of Banjul City Council, Rahim Malik Low, Gambian First Lady, Fatoumata Babaro, Minister of Public Service, Babukar Boy, and Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Sidi Njai. The 3-day training workshop, a crucial platform addressing the support for women who have suffered violence, commenced on January 22, 2024, and is set to conclude on January 24, 2024. Rahim Malik Low, the Lord Mayor of Banjul and President of Rafaela Africa, emphasized that the gathering is a call to action to end violence against women and build the desired future for Africa.
It is important to inform you that eradicating all forms of violence against women is at the heart of the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. As you may all know, Goal 5 of the SDGs is to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. And Target 2 of the goal is to eliminate all forms of discrimination against women and girls. This is a call to action to end all forms of gender-based violence, particularly violence against women everywhere. Your Excellencies, we do not want to be left behind. Therefore, we're involved to contribute to building the Africa we want. This gathering, I must emphasize, represents all local governments in Africa.
Violence against women has a long history, and its incidence and intensity have varied over time and across societies. It is often viewed as a mechanism for subjugating women in both general society and interpersonal relationships. Madam Emilia Saiz, the United Cities and Local Government Secretary General, calls for immediate action against gender-based violence.
We are suffering. The world is suffering. It's not individuals that are suffering, it's not a part of the population that is suffering. If we accept violence against women, if we suffer violence as women, the whole of society is suffering. And this is why we need to face it. And we need to face it head on. We need to talk about it, like you have been doing in this training. We need to openly discuss this. We need to challenge some of the cultural patterns and norms that are saying to us this is acceptable because it is not. It is not acceptable. This is an agenda of dignity. It is an agenda of justice. And it is an agenda of equality. And dignity, justice, and equality is not something that you get. It's something that you construct. It's something that you decide. It's something that you conquer. You will conquer, I am certain. You are the generation that is going to conquer. It is your power that is going to transform the world.
The event's agenda focuses on building strategies and initiatives that create safe and caring spaces for women who have been victims of violence in urban and local communities. The workshop underscores the role of local authorities in addressing this societal concern, aiming to bring about meaningful change and concerted efforts to foster supportive environments for women in distress. Ndeye Rose Sarr, the UNFPA representative in the Gambia, provides statistics about gender-based violence in the country.
In the Gambia,
in like many countries at the global level, the challenges of violence against women persist, extending beyond mere statistics. Shockingly, 1 in every 4 women has experienced sexual or physical violence at some point in her life, aligning unfortunately closely with the global rate. Disturbingly, data from the National Gender Management Information System that the United Nations, along the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, put in place here in the Gambia. In 2023, we have registered 575 cases of gender-based violence. And these cases happen all over the country, in all local governments. In the URR, we had 53 cases. In CRR, 45 cases. In the West Coast region, 265 cases. And in the Banjul area, inclusive of Kanifing, 145 cases. These reported cases, and believe me, they are underreported, encompass various violent acts such as rape, sexual assault, defilement, sex trafficking, intimate partner violence, and physical assault.
A clear vision of government goals to address gender-based violence is crucial for prioritizing policy needs and challenges in government action. Honorable Babukar Boy, the Minister of Public Service, representing President Adama Barrow, explains how the issue of gender-based violence can be addressed.
However, I want to caution that the issue of gender-based violence, if it is to be addressed from a problem-solving perspective, we need to be very mindful of the context within which it has to be tackled. And I'm saying this because the data that has been shared with us by the UNFPA representative has amply demonstrated the fact that there is a problem. And the debate is not about whether the problem exists or not. The debate should be about how do we deal with it. And my little advice is, let us be mindful of the context within which we are going to deal with this issue. We need not be confrontational, but the issue can be tackled using our social and cultural, structures to deal with them.
The presence of high-profile figures at the opening ceremony emphasizes the importance and urgency of the cause. As the work progresses, it is expected to yield valuable insights, foster collaboration, and lay the groundwork for actionable plans to assist women in need. Ms. Mandisa Masalogu, the UNDP country representative to the Gambia, highlights the potential of a united local government in creating safer environments for women and girls.
Local governments play a critical and pivotal role in shaping the daily lives of their communities, and they're uniquely positioned to drive change at the grassroots levels and providing quality services that are much needed by their citizens. By fostering collaboration and knowledge sharing among cities and local governments worldwide, we certainly can continue to promote and create a powerful network committed to combating violence against women and looking at promoting gender equality. Together, we can certainly harness the collective power of cities and local governments to create safer, more inclusive communities where every woman and girl child can live free from fear of violence.
The workshop marks a significant step in addressing the issue of violence against women, demonstrating the commitment of the international community and local authorities in the Gambia to tackle this humanitarian challenge. Jean-Charles Allard, head of the French mission in the Gambia, underscores the significance of such gatherings.
meetings, big and colorful meeting as today, and the seminar we had yesterday, are fundamental to speak out because many women experience too much fear to ask for help, often paying for their silence with their lives. We have to raise the issue publicly in order to give them the strength to overcome their shame and speak. It's also necessary to show the criminal that we are determined to bring them out to face their responsibilities. Putting an end to this violence must be a political priority for every democratic government. It is one of the multiple aspects of the French government's human rights policy and one of the pillars of our diplomacy, what we call our feminist diplomacy, which is a natural complement of our domestic policy.
Most of this violence is intimate partner violence, with almost 1/3, 27% of women aged 15 to 49 years who have been in a relationship reporting some form of physical and or sexual violence by their intimate partner worldwide. Violence can have negative effects on women's physical, mental, sexual, and reproductive health and may increase the risk of acquiring HIV in some settings. Importantly, violence against women is preventable, and the health sector plays a crucial role in providing comprehensive health care to women subjected to violence and serving as an entry point for referring women to other support services they may need. Reporting for Kerfatu, I am Landin Cisse.